Okay, if you manage a team out in the field, drivers, technicians, sales reps, you know this feeling. The second they drive off, your visibility just, poof, it vanishes. What is actually happening out there? Well, for so many businesses, it's a total black box. And that uncertainty, it's costing you.
I mean, think about it for your own business. Are you constantly chasing down paperwork at the end of the day, just trying to piece together what even happened? Come on, this isn't just a headache, right? It's a massive bottleneck that slows everything down, and honestly, it just frustrates your customers.
The old paper-based way of doing things is it's a recipe for disaster. Forms get lost, which leads to disputed charges. You have zero real-time information, which means you can't solve problems as they happen. And that, of course, leads to bad customer service. This isn't just inefficient, it's hitting your bottom line and your company's reputation.
So how do we fix this whole mess? Let's totally flip the script. We're going to take that black box and turn it into a crystal clear, data-rich operation. And we'll start by walking through a day in the life of a modern field employee.
It all starts right here. Before the truck is even on, the driver has their entire day perfectly planned out. An optimized route with every single stop is sent right to their mobile device. So no more guessing, no more wasted time with manual planning. It's just a clear, simple plan of action.
And this is that first layer of proof. When the driver shows up, the app uses GPS to confirm, yep, you're at the right spot. In fact, they can't even start the visit until the system gives the okay that they are physically there. This isn't just about tracking, it's the very first step in building a completely undeniable audit trail for every single customer visit.
Once they're checked in, there's zero guesswork. The app gives them a clear checklist of everything that needs to get done at this stop. Whether it's making a sale, handling a return, delivering goods, or collecting a payment, it is all laid out step by step. This ensures that every visit is complete and consistent.
And this right here, this brings us to the most critical moment of all, securing absolute, undeniable proof of what happened. This is where we stop just completing a task and we start eliminating customer disputes for good.
It's actually a really powerful two-step process. First, the customer signs right there on the mobile device. Then, boom, the system instantly generates a final time-stamped e-receipt and embeds that signature directly into the document. It is clean, it's immediate, and it is completely verifiable.
And you can see that connection right here. On the left, the signature gets captured, and then literally seconds later on the right, that exact same signature appears on the final invoice. This directly links the customer's approval to the specific items and amounts on that invoice. It basically ends any of those he said, she said arguments about the transaction. But what happens when things are a little more complicated? A customer might sign for a delivery, but then later on claim the goods were damaged when they arrived. How do you prove the condition of those items at that moment?
Well, you add another layer of evidence, photos. It's so simple. The driver just takes a quick picture with their device. So whether it's proof of a clean installation, the condition of a returned item, or maybe the exact location a package was left, a photo gives you that crucial visual context that a signature alone never could.
Okay, so that's the view from the field. Now let's pivot and see how all of this comes together for the manager or the supervisor back at the office. This is where that black box truly gets shattered. Instead of just wondering where the team is, a manager can literally watch the entire day unfold on a live map. They can see the route in progress, which stops are done, and exactly where each driver is right now. This isn't just tracking, this is true operational awareness. And it goes way deeper than just a dot on a map. Every single action taken on that mobile app, starting a visit, completing a sale, taking a picture, is recorded as an event. And each event is time-stamped and geotagged, creating this incredibly detailed, searchable digital log of the entire day.
And the best part? No more waiting. The moment a driver gets that signature in the field, the signed document is immediately available in the back office. This means the admin team can process it instantly, which dramatically speeds up the whole process of getting paid.
Now, collecting proof is obviously vital, but what if we could use this exact same platform to gather even more valuable intelligence from the field? This is where we move beyond just proof of delivery and into really smart data-driven operations.
So let's talk about gathering intelligence with digital forms. Traditional paper forms are slow, they're clunky, and they're full of errors. But with digital forms on a mobile device, you can capture any kind of structured data you need. Vehicle checklists, competitor analysis, customer feedback, and it's accurate and instantly available.
And here's the really powerful part. A manager can use a simple drag-and-drop tool to create a custom form, like this vehicle compliance check. They hit publish, and it immediately shows up in the driver's app, ready to go. This ensures that all those crucial compliance and safety checks are actually being done every single time.
And this quote just nails the final and maybe most important piece of the puzzle. Look, having great features in the field is one thing, but the real magic happens when all this rich data flows seamlessly and automatically into your main business systems, like your ERP. That integration, that is what unlocks the real strategic value.
So when you put it all together, the payoff is just immense. You get total visibility into your operations, you drastically cut down on errors and disputes, you can actually enforce compliance in the field. You get paid faster, and maybe most importantly, you're collecting a ton of rich data that you can use to make much smarter business decisions.
So, I'll leave you with this one thought. Every signature, every photo, every GPS ping, every form that gets filled out in the field, that's a piece of data. It's all part of a larger story about your business. The only question is, are you listening to it?